You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable. Hop on YouTube, welcome to the hood table, where we chop up local and global events vocally. You don't really wanna miss out on these conversations. Just joke a little, laugh a little, get that wine in your system, fill your glass a little. Expose current events, talk trash a little. You never know, these opinions might clash a little. They addicted to the content, got them binge watching. You don't like it, then you want invited. Bet your friends watching in the house and in your job parking lot before you clock it. They don't wanna miss a second of this HD content. Everybody think they got something to say, so it's an open invitation, bring it to the table. But if you come whack, just know we ain't buying in. We gon' probably turn your back and tell you sorry, try again, Yeah, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable. Yeah, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need
cable. Hey, what's up, everybody? How you doing? Welcome back to the Hood Table one more again. It's your girl Tanya in the Hood Table, and I'm going to give you a review while I am getting my, I don't know if you call it dinner, breakfast, brunch, or whatever, but I got me a couple of chops here, all seasoned. They've been seasoned since last night. I got me some eggs here, eggs. Mm-hmm. And to go with that, I got me some grits right here. Can y'all see the grits? So I'm going to make me pork chops, grits, and eggs. So I don't know if it's kind of late in the evening. It's like almost 4 p.m., but we still going to call it brunch. But anywho, y'all, make sure you like the video, share the video on your way in, and also subscribe to the Hood Table if you're not already subscribed to the Hood Table. I'm going to turn the stove on so I get these chops burning. But anywho, what did y'all think, or what have y'all been thinking about that show so far in the new season of Sistas? Please let me know. Put your comment section. All the different members or scenes or storylines. But anyway, as y'all remember, so this is season 2, episode 11, called The Hot Stove, which I am in front of, by the way. But anyway, if y'all remember at the end of last episode, we saw how that homophobe. This time, after he whooped on Maurice and landed him in the hospital, this time around, Alonzo was the one to get his butt kicked by Maurice outside of the bank. Evidently, it seemed that he didn't have enough cash this time to back up that check. He couldn't back up that check. Don't bring no, you know how they say in the streets, don't bring no check that you can't cash, okay? But anywho, don't walk in the heck out of Alonzo, all over that parking lot. Must have taken a lot of energy out of Maurice, because this episode we saw how after the fight, Maurice, he went home, he jumped in the bed, and he was knocked the hell out. Then Sabrina came over. All the ladies that went out, Sabrina, instead of going home, she comes over to his house. Remember, she's having, a lot of thoughts and doubts about her relationship with Calvin. So she comes over to Marie's house, drunk as hell, trash, white girl wasted, you name it. She was on one. But anyway, she's also, like I said, undecided about her relationship with Calvin. Now, it seems like ever since Calvin confessed his love to her and mentioned also that he's been dreaming about them having 6 kids, a dog, a white picket fence, she's been doubting herself. She's like, is this really what I want? Is she really ready for all that with Calvin, especially after hearing rumors that he's on meth? And that we're still not sure about, because what happened to the drug test? Maurice had to take a drug test, but I guess maybe they'll hit on that next episode. But also, the girl, Sabrina, she was so emotional in her feelings. She didn't even realize that Maurice had some things going on himself. Maurice had a lot of things on his mind. Mainly him just mollywopping old Alonzo outside of his job. When Maurice played the playback, he showed her the playback. He showed her the live feed from the base cameras. Sabrina was horrified. She was like, "Oh my God, Alonzo, get up!" She's looking. She's looking at the computer screen. She's like, Alonzo, get up. Don't be dead. Alonzo, get up. Move. I was cracking up. Hours later, after Maurice and him got into a fight, he's still there in the same doggone spot where he got his butt kicked right in front of the bank, the same place where he previously whooped on Maurice. But while Sabrina was flipping out and all concerned, Maurice didn't give a damn. He didn't give a damn. Why? Because regardless if Alonzo was a dead or alive, he did the same thing to Maurice. Left him there to die after he attacked him for no doggone reason. So if I was him, if I was in Maurice's shoes, I would have felt the same exact way. But they rushed down to the bank, to check on Alonzo, see if he's still laying there. He was still there in the same spot, appearing to be dead. Is he dead? Is he unconscious? What? I don't know, child. I don't know. We'll see next episode. But having a restraining order against Alonzo or not, Maurice wasn't playing them games. He wasn't taking those chances. He didn't want to be anywhere near the crime scene. So what he do? He gave Sabrina her phone after she got out of his car, threw her purse. He said, "The hell with you, man." He must have burnt rubber trying to speed away from that crime scene. He was like, "Deuces, you on your own with this one." But at least he left her purse and her phone. But anyway, moving right along to Andi, Gary, Paris. Next we saw that Andi, she had came home from her celebration, and as soon as she stepped foot in the house, she sees old Gary sitting up there in her crib, sitting up in the dark, watching and waiting and lurking for her. Shocked to see him there. And from all the drama, that he's been putting her through, she finally tells him that she needs some space. It was all good in the hood, but I can't do this. I can't do this. But we know he's a controlling narcissist. He has anger problems. He wasn't trying to hear anything that she had to say. His only concern besides his money was, who was that man that you been taking it with? Who was the man that somebody saw you with at the restaurant, at the club? So he snatched her phone when he heard the text go off, and it was Paris texting her saying he was on his way up. Now, when he texted that phone, I don't know what y'all was thinking, but I thought for sure that he was about to go upside her head with that phone. But instead, him and Paris was the one that got into it. Paris found himself throwing down with Gary in Andy's house. Hold on. I didn't come up for that. He came over for a booty call. He didn't come up there for no brawl. Gary's crazy ass, who literally just got released from jail, although it wasn't on no type of assault charges, he did not care. He was willing to go back to jail over his love of Andi. He was willing to whoop old boy's ass and end up back in jail. But anyway, Andi, she did a good job trying to level with him, trying to get him to leave. She promised him she will be at the bank first thing in the morning to return him his money. Let me find my flower for these poke shots, y'all. But yeah, she promised to be at the bank to return him his money. And so he left. He left. But the thing about it was, Andi, you had a great time with that guy. He seems to be a lot different from Gary, a lot more likable and understanding. And she had him. She was like, "I'm tired now. I don't want to be bothered. You just gonna have to go because I need to get some rest, and it's just been too much today." He was like, "Real shit, you just gonna really? You want me to leave? You gonna put me out after he basically, I ain't gonna say he saved her because I don't know what Gary would have done had not parents arrived. We do know what he did though. We do know what he did after he left. Now, this man, he is a hot mess. This old Gary, after parents left, Andi, she went to sleep. She went to sleep, and then the next thing you know, she wakes up in the middle of the night. She hears some noise in the middle of the night. Come to find out, Gary done found herself back into her apartment. She's like, "What you doing here?" He said, "I can come back whenever I want. You my woman. I love you. I can come back wherever I want." So she done sent Paris home. She should have left him there. She should have kept Paris there. She done sent Paris home. Gary comes right back to the apartment. He's sitting there having a nightcap talking about, I'll come over whenever I want to come over. And then he tried to go in her bedroom like, okay, you just gonna go in the bedroom, y'all gonna make love, things gonna go back to normal. She wasn't having that. She said, I'm sorry you ain't got nowhere to go. That ain't my problem. She was like, that ain't my problem. Now, Gary still yet. He's aware that Andi still has a place in her heart for him. She still loves him. You know what I mean? If it wasn't for his aggressive tendencies, they probably still be together right now. If it wasn't for him cheating and lying, they probably still be together right now. But anyway, had she not had feelings for him, she probably would have done what she should have done, which was what she should have done instead of just putting him out. She should have called the cops on him immediately when she saw him in her house. But what happened next, y'all? I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready. They was up there hugging. Gary up there crying. He embraced her so tightly. He was hugging her so tight that she couldn't even breathe. I don't know if he snapped, if he was there, if he was on like the outside looking in, but he ignored her pleas that she couldn't breathe. And then next thing you know, Andy goes lip in his arms. I'm like, did he kill her? Did he kill the girl? Oh my god, y'all. What happened to Andy? I was like, what did happen to Andy? What did he do to my Andy? Man, Andy went limp in his arms. I'm like, I don't know if she dead, if she unconscious. I don't know what it is. And then to find out later, then to find out that Gary and Aaron know each other. I'm like, why did it take us so long to find out that they had some type of relationship with each other? And Gary's in a men's group with Aaron. I find that hard to believe. I find that hard to believe because the group obviously is not doing anything. It's not doing much for Aaron. I mean, for Gary at all. But move right along to the next couple. Danny and no, let's do Karen. Let's do Karen and Aaron. Okay. When Karen came home from hanging out with the lady, she found Aaron asleep on her couch. Now, do y'all think that Aaron has been moving too fast ever since, or even before his wife killed herself? Because despite how it seems that he is really into her and she is into him, I've always felt that way about him. I don't know. I could be wrong. Y'all let me know how y'all feel. I also still feel like there's something really wrong with him. Like he just seems too good to be true. He's a pastor. For one, he's a pastor, and he's sleeping around. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. But then again, these new age pastors, they do everything that the sinners do. And I know we all have seen it come short of glory of God. But anyway, I digress. So y'all let me know. Am I the only one who senses that something is just off with Aaron? Maybe, possibly, might be. Anywho, Danni and Mr. Rodeo. Now you know I love me some Mr. Rodeo. He is so gorgeous, so sexy, so fine. In this scene, this is the one that I've been actually waiting for. When it comes to Danni and those darn handcuffs, she's now trying to entice him to use the cuffs on her. But he's still trying to get over the fact that he was just in bed with that bedazzled booty liquor. He still got your booty on his lip. Not only that, but now Mr. Rodeo is putting down some rules and guidelines of his own. He's like, first of all, he doesn't like how she calls him the white boy or Mr. Rodeo. He making a point there though. I mean, he did make a point there because if the tables were turned and he called her the black girl, she would have gone Miss Rosa Parks on him all over again. Miss Rosa Parks, Miss Civil Rights, Martin Luther King, all over again. Well, however, as far as the term Mr. Rodeo, she wasn't trying to give that one up. Now, I have to give it to him though, Mr. Rodeo. I have to give it. I'm gonna keep calling him that as well. I have to give it to him though because he's really trying to learn how not to be offensive when dating a black woman. And in return, she has to put in the same efforts. That's what he's trying to say, to not offend him as well. But y'all, did y'all see how slick she was when she snuck and handcuffed them together? When she handcuffed herself to Mr. Rodeo? Preston was like, I know you trying to teach me some stuff, girl, but I'm still not licking your butt. He said last episode, he said, I licked everywhere on you, from your head to your toe, but I'm not putting my tongue in the crack of your anywho, that's a whole nother show, y'all. That's a whole nother show. Let's get to Zach and Fatima now. Finally, to Zach and Fatima. Fatima was surprised when she got home not to see Zach. You know, she was out all night hanging with the girls. All the other ones had somebody to come home to. Except for her, Zach was nowhere to be found. He was still at work. And she's thinking, I've been out all night. He should have been off of work. So not understanding why he didn't come home, she calls him and he's like, all right, I'm going to work. I'm going to stay here, whatever. She goes down to the construction site, finds him asleep on the floor with a broom in his hand and was like, what the hell is you doing? Why is you sleeping here when you can be at my house in your own room or in her bed? Why are you sleeping on the floor, Zach? He explains that he needs to try to stay focused. He wants to stay in this program, this real estate program. He's really trying to change his life around and do better for himself. And that being in a relationship with her is not good for him. It's not good for him. Now, of course, you know how women can be. You know how women can be. She was like, what you talking about, Willis? Oh, come again. Come again. But anyway, even though she didn't understand, she didn't quite understand, why living with her would keep him from staying on track with this real estate program, she still offered her home and shower to him because he sure gonna need one. And he don't have nowhere else to go. Like, you just gonna stay down there in that unfinished. Oh well. Oh well, but she said if you need to, you come to the crib, take a shower, brush your teeth, wash your clothes, the whole nine. You know how some women are when the man don't want to be there, but they still trying to keep him there. The couch is yours, the bed is yours, the washer dryer is yours, the food is yours. I'm yours. But anyway, y'all let me know what y'all thought about this episode, and I'm gonna jump on off of here and try to finish up my brunch, my dinner, and breakfast. But later I will be doing another review on the Have and Have Not. If you are a fan of that show as well, I will be coming back with the Have and Have Not review. Okay, share, like, and subscribe. Thank you so kindly. Have a good day, you guys, and happy holidays. Bye bye.